First, we're just gonna worry about getting everything unlocked.
Namaste. Welcome to the Sundarpatan Hunting Reserve. My name is Asmita Gurung. I work for the reserve as one of the conservation officers. Tourists come to Nepal from all over the world for the unique trophies you can hunt here, the Nor and the Tar. We use that foreign income to support our economy and our wildlife conservation programs, especially for endangered species. Protecting both fauna and flora in our beautiful country is something that is very dear to the hearts of Nepali people. Is this your first time here? Then I hope it will be an unforgettable assignment for you. Khana khayo? Oh, it means have you eaten? That's usually the first thing a Nepali person will say after meeting you. It's basically a greeting. I know you've been on the road for a long time to get here all the way from Kathmandu, so I'd be starving if I were you. In rural areas of Nepal, you don't see a lot of hotels, but rather something called homestays. People offer travelers food and a place to stay for a fee. I have a homestay myself, and you're more than welcome to come over. It's a great way to discover another culture on a more personal level, don't you think? My house is in a small village called Lek Banjang in the hilly region. There, I've just sent you the location.
Okay. That'd be the first mission, I guess.
Hilly region. Oh, right. You know hill means something different in Nepal. Any mountain that has trees on it, we call it a hill. If not, it's a mountain. In Pahad, as we also call it, the mountains can be up to 3,000 meters high, and generally they don't have a lot of snow. But we also have valleys, meadows, plains. Further up north, that's where you'll find the very high mountains that we're maybe more famous for, the Himalayas, but we just say the Himal region. And if you go south, you'll notice the plains are completely different in everything: climate, vegetation, and wildlife. In a way, Sundarpatan is like a mini version of Nepal. Our country is made up of very different landscapes and a lot of different cultures and languages. Yeah, that's my village. In Nepal, we're usually very laid back. So once you found my house, just go in and get some rest if you need to. By the way, I cooked some sel roti before I left this morning, just in case. It's a traditional delicacy made with rice flour. Help yourself.
Okay, claim my first outpost. Both of them before you can get in. Oh, okay. Eat this,
You're
I
welcome.
guess.
Feel free to take a couple more for the road, alright? If you plan on trekking for hours on your own out there, you'll need some food. If you're ready, let's get started with your first assignment. Head south to the nearest lookout tower, and I'll fill you in on the way.
Okay, won't let me have no more.
That's me and Birendra, the conservation officer for Terai. That was taken last year at Holi, my favorite festival. Your timing couldn't be better, because we have a so-called problem tiger at the moment.
Oh,
We're
Lord.
currently gathering reports about the severity of the situation and cross-referencing our monitoring data with any footage from the camera traps. But we also need an expert tracker on the ground to help us locate that tiger and find out the reason for its unusual behavior.
Yeah, I'll find out something. I'll have to find out how it eats me.
As you know, hunting is illegal here, except in the hunting reserves. There's only one other in the whole country, called Dorpatan. Sundarpatan is the more recent of the two. When they established this reserve, the government's goal was not only to develop hunting tourism, but also to fund our wildlife conservation strategy, with a special focus on threatened species. You must have heard of the mysterious snow leopard and the Bengal tiger, but we also monitor a lot of others, vulnerable or not. Wild yak, barasingha, Tibetan fox. Thanks to our efforts in the last 20 years, tiger populations are recovering rather well. But the flip side is, there are also more and more human-wildlife conflicts. Bahad, in my case. It's not the first time we've had a temporary contractor coming from abroad to work with us. Usually they're experts in a particular field. But you seem to be special. It's not just your track record as an ethical hunter, which is of course required here as well, but also for your hard skills in tracking, spotting, and harvesting. Region Terai, or the Southern Plains. It's very different from the rest of Nepal. It's a tropical climate, with swamps and grasslands, similar to parts of northern India. Most people in Terai have a farm or livestock, but it can be tough to make a decent living there. Before we send you into tiger territory, can I ask you to make one ethical kill and harvest? Check the details on your hunter mate. We carefully screen all contractors to check both their hunting skill level and their ethics. I'm sure you understand why we want to make sure you can choose the right specimen and land an ethical shot.
Yeah. They're gonna send me right into the tiger's den.
You can never hunt or kill, but you should never cause any unnecessary suffering. That's why even foreign tourists get a limited number of hunting tickets and a designated hunting block when they come here. You know, some of these animals have lived in Terai much longer than humans. For example, the tiger. So they are a valuable part of this world, just like us.
Okay. There's that. Another landmark. And another outpost. Proper ammo and everything. That should have been ethically. I got a tiger. I got a tiger. They're pretty. Alright. I'm not gonna mount him yet, because I'll probably end up getting a diamond.
A very clean
Yes!
harvest. Well done. I can see why our counterparts in other reserves were always so positive about you. I can tell that you really are an expert tracker as well. It can be difficult to track specimens in that wet climate, even for Terai people. By the way, did you enjoy the celery? You've only just arrived, but you can probably guess how crucial food is in our culture. Food is in our culture. Now you and I can dig into that problem tiger together. You see, usually, the tigers and the humans' territories don't overlap. Both are wary of each other and keep their distance. But one of them is making the people in the Terai very nervous. She's been sighted a bit too close to settlements several times in the last couple of days. A really unique one too. A pseudo-melanistic tigress, if you can believe that. First time such a specimen is naturally born in at least 50 years. So we need to get to the bottom of this before any accidents happen. Let's start with the area where Tara was sighted last. Soon you'll meet another of the reserve's conservation officers. His name is Birendra. He and I have been working together for almost 10 years now, ever since I started working here. It took a while, but now I think we're friends. He's lived in the Terai his whole life, so he remembers the time before this region became part of the hunting reserve.
Get me though.
Birendradai and I are actually from two different ethnic groups. Traditionally, we don't have the same culture and don't even speak the same language. For centuries, it was very hard to access certain hills and valleys. It's still the case nowadays, to be honest. That's why our country has an incredible cultural diversity. I think over 100 different cultures and just as many languages. Good thing that most people speak Nepali, our official language. I'm Gurung, and my people mostly live in various parts of the hilly region. Some of us are Buddhists, like me, and others are Hindu. Take Birendadai on the other hand. He's Tharu, a group of indigenous cultures that have lived in the southern plains for centuries. They're usually Hindu. Got it. Thanks. That is where our tigress Tara was last sighted. It's important we try to find patterns in her roaming. Try to spot any recent bug marks and track them. Be on your guard, of course. You're on their turf now, not ours. I've been trying to call Birendadai since he was supposed to help you with the tiger and it's his area. But I guess he's on Nepali time. He's a good man. Don't count on him to show emotion. And get ready for some serious grumbling. But I've seen how he is with the teenager that helps him on the farm. So I know there's a heart behind that frown. That poor kid, Manish. His family's had it rough money-wise. So now he sees Birendadai like his grandfather, I guess.
Oh, okay, she ain't there.
Well done. It's impressive to see your expertise as a tracker, even in terrain that was unfamiliar to you. So what have we got?
Backpack, it looks like. Examine the livestock carcasses. Yeah, I'm gonna get 8. Too much undergrowth. It's hiding down in there somewhere.
What? Partially eaten livestock and a backpack only a few meters away. Could you take a closer look at the carcasses? I see. Based on how you're describing the teeth marks, I'll have to assume that was a tiger. Tara. Tigers, they sometimes eat livestock out in the wild. That's pretty common, and unfortunately, that's always a major financial problem for the owners. But now this one seems to attack animals directly next to humans, which means that she's become way too comfortable with our presence. I'm worried that we might have an urgent threat on our hands. Could you please keep following that track? I'm getting you some backup.
Okay.
A rainstorm? Yeah, they're a thing in the tropical climate of the Terai sometimes. But it's not monsoon season yet, so let's hope it will be a short one.
Did get eaten earlier. Hilarious. Oh man. Well, I'm trying not to get eaten. Not yet, anyway. I want to see this tiger before it sees me. I'm trying to sneak him. That score's gonna change. They're gonna get me. I
What?
like to
The
run.
rainstorm has washed away the tiger's tracks. All of them.
Of course it has.
If you can't find any more tracks, that's okay. We'll just have to try something else. This could be really bad. I can't shake the feeling that Tara might become a man-eater. For what it's worth, I really appreciate you jumping right in and following through on such a dangerous assignment, even though you've only just arrived here. We couldn't have expected something like this.
Ah, it ain't gonna let me kill it. What?
Hello, Smita. Do you read? Oh, are you the new contractor? Good to meet you. My name is Birendra Maji.
Ah, Birendra Dai, at last. Yes, and our new colleague has already been able to track the tiger. It attacked livestock right next to a human.
Yes, I know. The backpack belongs to a young woman who lives in a village south of the river. She is fine now, but she felt the tiger wanted to attack her too. The tiger was roaming near my village today. One neighbor even thinks he saw a Kichkandi, a sort of female ghost. They are all very scared, as you can imagine. You and I need to go there and help them.
Okay, that was
Everyone in the world
crazy.
has heard about some of our folklore creatures, like the Yeti. I mean, it's a cool legend and it's great for tourism. But you know that I'm more worried about threats in the real world, either to animals or to us. Not some mysterious spirit that saps your life force.
Do not make fun of what we do not understand, Asmita. You know, I saw strange things when I was a young man. In the young generation, some people do not believe. But I believe that there is a world we do not see. And I pray several times a day.
You know I'm not making fun of religion, Brindadai. But I find some of these folklore stories a bit hard to believe.
That was crazy that
The
they didn't let
situation
me
is
kill it.
very bad. The tiger was even in the village today and attacked the animals that were inside the enclosures. All right, so all the doors are closed in the village, and there are some broken fences. Can you see anyone?
Inside the enclosures? Oh no. Look, before we make any rash decision, we need to get to your village and double check these reports. No, I'm not surprised. Would you feel safe when you see a tiger roaming just outside your window?
These are not rumors, Asmita. If that is what happened, then you know what this means. You know, it is good to get help from an expert at a time like this. Please take the kukri. I left it on a table near my house.
Yes, I know. Let's just... You two should go to the village first.
Okay, take the cookery. I like those knives.
I made this one many years ago. I hope you will make good use of it. Do you want to test it? I am sure you can find some weeds to cut in the village. It will also make the village look a bit more like normal.
Did you have time to prepare the welcome gift for our new colleague, Dai? We were thinking of giving you a traditional Nepali knife called a kukri. It's both a weapon and a tool. We use it for everything. Chopping wood, cutting through brush, skinning meat. As a ranger out here, you will need it.
Yes, it is ready. In Nepal, we are very proud of kukris. But to me, it is a tool I need in order to work every day. Let us be silent for a while and look out for the tiger. I am on my way. We will talk later.
Weeds. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, that's gone. That's gone. Where's another one? Okay, where's another one? There's two. It's showing it right there, but it ain't right there. Okay. Where's the other two? That's crazy. Mm. Showing right here, but four weeds. I got two. Where's third and the fourth? There's one. Okay, there's three. Just gotta run around here and find them, I guess. There's gotta be one more somewhere. Took me a little bit, you okay? Yeah. Hey, I'm just running around here seeing. Gotta be here somewhere. Need one more. There it is. Got it.
Dhanyabad. Thank you. I think that kukri will become your favorite tool. If you want to help our village, one more thing you can do is to help us repair the damage the tiger has done. Can you please repair the broken enclosures? That way the animals will be safe again, after we take care of the tiger.
Okay, let's go fix these right quick and then we'll do something else. one more.
Thank you. Out here, everyone does their job and does their best for the community, even if you think your help is small. I think it would be nice for us to help the villagers by hunting some game for them. I have sent you the hunting area on your device. That would be a nice gesture from the reserve staff to show that we are doing our best to support them and that we do not defend the wildlife against them. And many of us are still waiting for compensation from the government after last year. Okay, Gardner.
Okay.
You do not want to hear it, Asmita, but I think our tiger... We need to consider it a possible man-eater.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but I agree. We've used all the resources we could to avoid it, but we can't let it harm people.
I agree. Then we need to capture it before it's too late.